Manish from CRM Boy. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about how to copy the data from one module to another module. For example, you created two custom modules, or you can just take an example like you have details of a customer on your contact module, and you want to create a work order from your contact module. Then in work orders, there are some custom fields that you have created, okay? But when you create a work order for a contact, then some of the custom fields data is not being automatically populated from your custom contact module to your work order module, okay? So in that case, there is no default functionality in Zoho CRM that can actually do this. So for that purpose, we need to do some custom programming. So we basically use Zoho custom functions with the deluge scripting. So that way we can make this work. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about that. So to write down a custom function, there are some basic steps that you need to take. To apply a custom function on Zoho CRM, you first need to create a workflow, and then you have to implement that custom function within that workflow. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with creating a workflow here. So here you can see the setting option. So let's click on settings, and then here you can see workflow rules. Okay, so click on workflow rules, and then we need to create a new rule. So we first select a contact module here, and then give it a name, copy data to work order. And then let's save it. Okay, now we have to assign the conditions when this workflow has to execute. So we are going to execute it on edit or create work order. And then let's next apply another condition. So this has to apply for all the contacts that we add or that we have, and then click next. And the instant action, we have to add a custom function. So we click on function, and then we choose any one of the options that display here. So we have to write down our on function. So we just click on write our function, and then we give it a name, copy data and it's time to write down your custom function here. So I have already written down a custom function, and I'm going to paste it right here, and then I'm going to explain what exactly needs to be updated here. Okay, so this is your primary module API. So primary module is that module from which module you will actually copy the data. Okay, so in my case, I'm basically going to copy the data from contact module. So we have to get the API of that module name. So how you can actually get it? Let's duplicate the module here, window here, so that I can get into the APIs area. So the APIs can be found within settings. So I'm going to click settings, and then you can see developer space here. So in the developer space, you can see APIs. So we have to click on APIs, and then we click on API name, and then we can see the contact. Okay, so here is the contact module, and its API name is this. So we copy this one, and then we paste here. Okay, and then P name means the primary module name. Okay, so these are actually the fields name, the name, email, phone. So just for the proper documentation, I have divided them as PNAME, primary module name, primary email, primary phone. Okay, and secondary module API you can see. So it will be the name of the API name of that module where we have to get the data. Okay, so the second module that we have to use is the work order in my case. So I copy the API name here and paste it here. Okay, and then we have to find the API names for these fields that we need to copy. So we just first click on contacts. I'm going to open contacts in a new tab and work orders in a different tab, and then we evaluate the names. Okay. So the contact name API is this one. So I copy it and paste it to the S name, and the same thing for we have to find the name of the person. Okay, so we can give the contact account name as the contact name for now, but you can change it as you want. So in the P name, I'm copying account name, and for email, the contact email is API name email, so we copy it, and the same thing is also for work order, and for phone is phone, but you can keep sticking it on your APIs, okay? Because it may be different for you, but for me, it's not different. Okay, so once it's done, then we have to click on edit arguments. So we need to define, okay, so here you can see the const ID and the work ID, right? So these are the IDs that, the keys that we need to define in edit arguments. So for contact, I'm going to give it a name const ID, and then we select module here. This is going to be contact module, and then it's contact ID, okay? And the second module that we need to connect is work ID, and then we work order. Unfortunately, it's not connecting. Okay, due to some problems, I think I have already assigned a different, a same function for another use, and that's why it's not been showing that. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to use another module for now. For example, I'm going to use vendors, and then vendor ID, and then done, and then save. Okay, so now it's time to execute it. So here we go. So just to execute or save and execute, we can check it by entering a contact ID. So we can find the contact ID from here. We just get an ID here. This is the ID. I just paste it here, and then we can get a vendor ID as well if we have the vendor module. There is the vendor. So there is no vendor available. Okay, but you can test it this way. Okay, and it will definitely work out. But if you face any problem, then you can just drop a comment on this video, and then I will be able to help you. Okay, so that's it for now, but it's not over, and I'll keep sending you new updates, new videos every single time when I have time, so that I can keep helping your business to get it automated. Okay, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Bye bye.